Camelot 331 here. Oh my God. Guess what we're talking about today, folks? We're talking about Lowe's. Lowe's home improvement. Do you want to improve your home? Maybe. Can Lowe's help you with it? Maybe. Can they improve your life if you work there? Definitely damn not. The associates right now at Lowe's are dropping like flies. All the veterans of Lowe's are quitting all at once, and even the newbies, baby, leaving the place a former shell of its former self. Like Kenneth from Resident Evil 1 after he got his head ripped the hell off by Zambi. That's Lowe's right now. And the employees are fed up, and they have something to say to the CEO, Marvin Ellison, that makes the millions while punishing his associates and firing the hell out of them. What do you guys think that is? Is it them refusing to turn their heat on like they've been exposed for in the past and making their associates pass the hell out? No, it's something crazy, and we're going to go over it. But before we get into it, make sure you give this video a hot, red, delicious thumbs up doodle. It's spicy as hell. And make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter and message me on there. And don't forget to subscribe, baby, or else you can't drink any of the boomer juice. And that's the truth. And if you haven't tried this, try it. It's going to change your damn life. So first message from a Lowe's associate, a little bit more lighthearted so we don't have to feel too terrible here in a minute when we get into the spicy to the spicy. Check this out right here. So this says, 8 to 10 years ago, as a Lowe's manager over the millwork department, I had a customer interrupt me while I was working with another customer. I told him to give me 3 minutes and I could help him out. He puffed and sighed and walked in circles for all of those 3 minutes while I finished with the other customer. I knew what I was in for. You could already tell, baby. He coming directly for that ass. He told me he knows the store manager, and I am to price match Home Depot for the window he needs. I had no problem doing that, yet he just kept saying he knows the store manager. So after much debate, he begrudgingly gave me the item number from the stock window we carried that was comparable with our competitor. He told me many times how worthless I am. Sounds like my ex-wife. How he could have me fired, and etc. I tried to tell him several times about the price of the window, and every time I started, he interrupted me and reminded me of his connection to the store manager and how I am to price match with Home Depot. So all the 12 windows he bought that day, I had to actually increase the price by $20 a piece. So I matched Home Depot's prices. You stupid old man, you. I fell asleep with a smile on my face thinking about that asshat's windows to this day. May they keep your family warm. After all, you paid extra for them. Shocking. A little bit more lighthearted. It makes me feel kind of nice. I feel kind of nice about myself. You ready to dash the hope and dreams that I just instilled in your life? Are you ready to dash that? Let's jump right into this, guys. Here we go. So check this out right here. Let's give it a good old-fashioned updo. So I posted a few times on this Reddit before, but I'm still in the same place as before. Same issues, only worse. You guys, I'm genuinely at my wit's end. I'm trying to remain anonymous and not implicate anyone in my store, but I'm an MST and I've tried several times to transfer to another store. I keep losing more and more of my coworkers and I don't want to be here anymore. I've reached out to HR and she informed me that she really can't do anything to help because HR doesn't do that. HR is just there to save the company's ass. They're not really there for the employees at all. The last time I tried to transfer, I had a strong reason to believe the MSM called behind me to say I was no longer interested. My store manager, Egg, back at GameStop, did the same thing before. He called my DM saying I was not interested in moving to another store to be promoted. But I fixed that real quick. This time, I'm trying to leave without manager approval, and my HR person tried to email the HR person at the store I'm trying to transfer to and discovered that there's no talent acquisition for that store right now. Shocking. Are you kidding me? What does that even damn mean? What can I even do, and am I just stuck here? I'm trying to stay with Lowe's because I've been here so long. But with the combination of my store management, my own manager's toxicity, losing friends, and the fact that my store is a remote store, I just don't know how much more I can take. Someone please damn help. This person says, quit trying to transfer. If you're financially able, quit, please. Gosh. Undamn believable. Somebody says, head to Home Depot. Ooh, Lord. HR's not helping them. But what else? What else, guys? This one says, ASM here. I had 2 customers apologize for needing help today. They felt genuinely concerned for the staffing and the condition of the store. That's very rare. I was so happy to help them out. The one even sent their son to the other end of the earth for a flat cart to load the water heater I had to get out of the top stock. When the son came back, maybe he was 12 or 15, he brought 2 carts and said, I grabbed an extra one just in case someone else needs one. That was so refreshing for the first 15 minutes I walked in today. Well, then it all broke loose. Customers telling me how much they will pay for a contractor, demanding 20% off because it was on the pad and is a display. Meanwhile, there are 2 other brand new ones on the walk, but they were rained on. Someone putting in an online order from the pickup parking spot and not understanding that it wasn't pulled in the 30 minutes they waited there, so they had to come into the building, thus compromising their father with his health conditions and how he can die of the C virus because we can't pull their order in a timely fashion. And then I looked it up online and it says you have it. Oh my gosh, my favorite one. Hey, I looked online and it says you have it. No, you looked it up and didn't read where it says available in 7 to 10 days. And then my phone rings. Are you the manager? This is my manager the next morning. If the water isn't stocked in the front vestibule and you close, you will be documented. Thank you for a great weekend and keeping LTR above 90 while I was off. The store is an absolute mess this morning. If I come into this again, I'll be calling all the closing managers to come in and get the store where it needs to be before opening. We need to really be driving down stocking and department conditions. If need be, I will schedule you 6 days a week. I have over 17 years with the company and 3 interviews scheduled in the next week. Undamn believable. That was all over the place. I feel my heart hurts just reading that. Just damn reading it. So this person right here says, as staffing decreases, I've noticed way more angry customers. I'm shocked. I'm so shocked. But what else? This one right here says, I figured out why Lowe's management sucks. The answer is simple, guys. Lowe's management lacks people skills. Remember the days when the managers knew how to do everything and could advise customers? My grandfather owned a hardware store. His hardware store was the size of a supermarket. He knew how to mix paint, cut glass, thread pipe, and cut the same pipe, cut boards, cut molding, and mix the oil into the gas for the lawnmowers he sold. All his assistant managers did as well, as did many of his employees. The employees also had people skills. They would listen to the customer and problem solve. None of this discount to make the customer go away. The other day, I'm helping an elderly customer select some glue to repair a pot her grandson decorated. It got knocked to the floor and was in several pieces. Customer was very appreciative that I found the right glue and suggested using blue painter's tape to hold it together while the glue sets up. Manager standing right there next to me, watching and listening. Do you think they said good job? Hell no. They wanted to know why I didn't ask about what project the customers was working on, and did I suggest a free estimate for windows, doors, and the like. Did I mention the Lowe's credit card? Did you not upsell them? I was like, seriously, that pot is a treasure to her. She had it in a box wrapped in tissue paper. Does Lowe's really think that she wants to hear about credit cards, replacement windows, and doors when her treasure pot is in pieces? My grandfather would have said I failed the customer because he would have repaired the pot for the customer at no charge. Grandpa had some skills, baby. And I want to explain something real quick. When I was working at GameStop, there was something I talked about. It was called the customer for life. You find out what the customer needs, what they want, and talk to them and generally connect with them in a positive way. And I mean like a real way. Like you have fun. You talk to them. Okay, what's going to happen? They're going to come see you for a decade, okay? For a decade. And trust me, when I transferred stores, those customers would follow me 30 minutes away to a new store. I'm not even joking. And then GameStop made it where to everybody should be robots and upsell everything and do all these things. And then suddenly they lost all their customers for life and they started going downhill because for some reason corporate companies think you need to upsell to every single customer in every situation and not pick and choose your battle. Okay, some people need a credit card when they're buying thousands of dollars worth of stuff and they can't really afford it. Maybe mention it then, okay? The credit card with the outrageous interest rate, okay? But not everybody needs to be pitched that thing. It just doesn't make sense to me, and that's why all these companies are failing, let's be honest. This person says, the reason why every single business, not just Lowe's, is having a hard time finding people to hire is because no one wants to work their ass off for such a low wage anymore. People are sick and tired of working for a wage that can't even pay rent, let alone other bills, necessities. Unless they have 3 additional roommates, and that's true. That's true. Something not a lot of people understand is retail is very very physically and mentally taxing, no matter where you're at usually. And it's because of the toxicity of the workplace. Okay, corporate companies will promote people that game the system and screw customers over to inflate their numbers, and don't ever move up the people that are generally good at what they do. But this is the kicker. Check this out. This is an open letter to Marvin Ellison, which is the CEO. You guys ready for this? You're going to change your life. You'll never sleep again, baby. You're never going to sleep. It's going to be like Freddy Krueger. He's at your foot of your bed, and he's cutting off every one of your toes. It might not be that bad, but it's pretty bad. Check this out. This is a copy of the email that I sent to Marvin Ellison. Check this out. It says, Marvin, I'm currently a night ops department supervisor at my store. I've worked at Lowe's for 9 years now, and I've worked my way up to my current position from a loader by hard work and putting my blood and sweat into my work. This past year, however, has completely made me want to reconsider my choices with this company. Shocking. Everyone's saying the same thing. The amount of mismanagement and management by threat of termination has gotten to the point where I have seen long-term associates walk out. I have seen associates have mental breakdowns because the workload and threats by upper management for something as simple as forgetting to ask about an LPP. I have watched my own work-home life balance go down the toilet, as I'm either having to field calls from my store manager or various ASMs when I'm off. I've had to postpone vacations with my family for months because we can't find someone to cover your time off. I've even been scheduled for shifts that violate the company's own scheduling policy. I'm shocked. I've watched my fellow associates be threatened with no call, no shows for not coming in on days that they have listed as not being available. This is something that plagues Walmart and places like Target. You love to say you either serve the customer or you serve those that serve the customer. As someone who does both of those roles, it is highly apparent that saying is just talk. How did cutting assemblers and going to a third party help serve the customer? By making the customer have to wait sometimes a week or better to get their items assembled. And that is highly assuming that the third party assemblers show up at all on their scheduled day. How did letting go of all the FSAs work for the company? We've talked about that in the past. Building maintenance and cleanliness has gone substandard. Updating the systems, training, scheduling, ordering, etc., all ends up doing a disservice to the customer. So Marvin says he likes to serve that serves the customer. Well, he's lying. He's a big old lying boy. COVID was yet another example where you could have taken a different approach and customers and associates both would have been happy. Instead, you failed to enforce the mask policy for customers, failed to limit the customers in the store, and failed to do proper cleaning prior to and post the COVID cases. Instead, what was done was having stores just marking off that task. And that's true, guys. Whether you believe or not believe if it was, bad or wasn't bad, when it first started, we didn't really know much. And Lowe's was a prime example of what not to do when that was happening. Because I think I made 2 or 3 videos talking about Lowe's just being crazy and not doing anything to sanitize their stores. So that's pretty important. As an employee, I feel that you're directly responsible for the failures that have taken place in this company, and you are directly responsible for the poor morale, mental breakdowns, and causing the lack of employee retention. That is for damn sure. Marvin Ellison is 100% to blame for all those things. 100%. 1,000% with the redneck math, baby. As a shareholder in this company, I feel that you need to be replaced, as you have done nothing but artificially inflate the stock price through buybacks, which they have done. And I have a solid gut feeling that once it comes to light that you've done such, that the stock price will crash down, affecting all employees and shareholders alike. This person says what I was about to say. CEOs never listen to peasants, and they will not. They don't give a damn. They don't care. This person says, I can say as a 7 years Lowe's associate that this is all true. The schedule and poor upper management are driving good people away. Currently looking for a new job also, because this place is not a good place to work. And now they're cutting all of our hours, understaffing the stores even more. Shocking. The only thing Marvin and his friends care about is how much money they can make. That's literally it. That's all. These people are getting destroyed and good people are leaving in droves. And what does Marvin say about it? It doesn't matter. Stock price is going up. And let's be honest, when it comes to CEOs, okay, their actual job title and job description is to increase the stock price. So he's doing that. So that sucks. We live in a weird time. This is a weird timeline where this guy's probably getting praised for just being absolutely awful. He doesn't give a damn about you and or any other Lowe's. So he could not care less, guys. I put a video out a while back of a video of Marvin Ellison basically saying why he was firing everybody. He said, you couldn't understand. It's the bigger picture. It's like, well, the bigger picture doesn't affect me. So can you please let me make my money and be able to take care of my family? Nah, it's fine. Buy 50 more yachts, because that's all Marvin cares about. Let's be honest. He doesn't give a damn about you. Never will, never have, never gonna. That's just how it works. So what do you guys think about that? You think Marvin's doing a good job? You think he's doing a bad job? What do you think? Do you work at Lowe's? You need to share this video right diggity damn now. Make sure you message me on Instagram and Twitter. That's real important. And also do me a big favor. Make sure you get the hell on it, diggity doggone it. Bye. Yeah. It was the first thing I saw, baby. It was the first thing I saw. The Lowe.